stuck in the place. For taking, not at first base, moving, shaking, stuck in the place.
1543.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, dads. So haven't made a video for about 4 months. Don't know why, been busy, but I have been training. But I've only been training for strength. Basically spent 20 weeks just training squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, pull-ups. Didn't go on my bike once or my rower once. I think I probably put on about 9 kilos, and I enjoyed it because I felt at the beginning of this year at some point I was rowing a lot. I was doing 70 to 90k a week, but I wasn't really getting faster. I was around that like 6:45 2k and 17:45 5k, and I was looking at the numbers and thinking that to get to the next bit,
it's time we take it to the next level.
Sub 6:30 2k and sub 17:30 5k. Apart from doing way more zone 2 long stuff, I probably needed to be stronger. And when I was looking around at or following different rowers, it was always quite apparent, that the quickest, fastest guys were generally the biggest and the strongest. Generally. I mean, that is a generalization. I know there's lots of lightweight guys and girls that are quick as well, but if you're taller and heavier and stronger, there's a high chance you're going to be quicker. So, I'm only 6'1" and I'm 98 kilos. So I'm not overly tall to be a rower, probably about a good weight. But anyway, long story short, I thought I'd work on my strength. So I worked on my strength for 20 weeks. That was fun. Got my squat up to 160 and my deadlift up to 150, overhead press up to 75, and then bench just over 100, and my pull-ups weighted got up to 3 sets of 5 with a 5 kilo weight. With a 3-6 with an 11 kilo ballast, if you like. So anyway, like those numbers, they're not massive numbers, I know that. And I always, to be fair, concentrated more on my squat. I had a back issue, prolapse disc, and deadlifting for me was always just like a lottery of, is it going to go or isn't it? And I'm always thinking so much about that back going, because if it goes, I'm that I really couldn't put the effort into the deadlifting. And when I thought about it, I thought, well, really, do I need to deadlift? If I'm doing weighted pull-ups, if my squat is strong, if my weighted pull-ups and my squat are good, then for my rowing and my bike erg, do I need deadlifts? Probably not. So anyway, yeah, and to be fair, do you even need bench? Do you need bench pushing movement? I guess it's good. I guess it's good to be generally strong, but I don't know. Overhead press, I really enjoy the overhead press. I've always liked it. I don't know why, but again, it's a compressive movement. So that compression, again, for me and my back issue, it's just always a bit of a risk. So yeah, I will continue doing it, but I've just got to be so cautious. So yeah, so fast forward 20 weeks back to now. I've started back on I haven't been on my rower yet. Started back on the bike. I've been trying to do, I've still been keeping my strength sessions, but I've been trying to do 5 sessions on the bike a week. So I'll do an anaerobic session, threshold session, an endurance session, an interval session, and a max aerobic power session. And what I do is I split them up with my strength training. So, obviously I don't do heavy squats, etc. on anaerobic day, on an anaerobic day. I'll probably pair my squats with an interval day or the endurance day or whatever. My anaerobic day, which I'll do on the bike, I might pair with bench press and pull-ups because it's not going to tax the legs. So, excuse me, for example, today I did just squats. Wasn't even anything crazy, just worked up to a heavy set of 5, and I say heavy, I've worked up to 122 and a half, because since I've started and got back on the bike, I feel like I've actually lost probably 2 kilos. It's amazing how quickly it goes, that strength. So I've lost a bit of strength. I feel like I've lost a bit of strength. So I've reduced my squats back down to, where did I start? I started back at 120, so I'm up to 122 and a half for 5. Then I'll just back off by 90% for another 2 sets of 5, which is 110 or something. It's not heavy, but it's keeping me moving. It's keeping, the squats going, and then I'll increase them as I go. Yeah, so that was today's just squats, and then intervals on the bike. I did 6 rounds of 3 minutes with a minute rest, and that was grueling. The first, I hadn't actually warmed up on the bike, so I kind of went straight into it after my squats, about a 5-minute rest. And yeah, the first 3 minutes, obviously you're trying to figure out your pace, but the first set wasn't easy. It wasn't until I got about halfway to the 3rd set that I felt I had my rhythm a bit. And then the 4th and the 5th, pretty tricky, and the 6th one wasn't great. But I enjoyed it. It's good. It's good to get the sweat back on, and to be able to push in those sessions. And I do feel stronger, to be fair. And I think after that 20 weeks of strength training, I can actually probably now produce a bit more power on the bike. I haven't tested the rower yet, but I'm sure I can now produce a bit more power. So hopefully, with producing a bit more power, I can get some lower numbers. So that's my little story for now. I'm going to try and document all of my sessions going forward. Nothing crazy, just a bit of footage of the session, and then like an overview at the end of what I've done. Might even take you into a bit of my mad life as a dad of 3 kids and a taxi driver. Show you what I eat and how I recover and what I do. So yeah, I'm by no means an elite athlete, but I'm certainly trying to at least get to an advanced stage for my age, which next week will be 43. So any of you dads out there who are under 40, have got kids, and feel like you can't put a shift in, well, I've got news for you, because I'm going to be 43. I've got 3 kids. My wife works shifts. She's a nurse. I work shifts, and somehow I still manage to put a shift in. And not that I'm competitive, but not that I'm training to be competitive, but I reckon, yeah, definitely give a lot of you dads a run for your money. See you in the next one. Cheers.